Namaste, angels. This is the weekly love reading for the period of tomorrow, Sunday, May 12th, through Saturday, May 18th. I'm going to use my Doreen Virtue Romance Angel cards this week, beginning with "It is safe for you to love." Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. My numerology cards, beginning with New Beginnings, and all this orange, very sacral chakra energy. My Mary, Queen of Angel cards, because this week we celebrate Mary on the 13th with the first of around 6 events known as Our Lady of Fatima. Apparitions, as they call them, appearances on behalf of the Blessed Mother. My Animal Tarot, and starting with Major Arcana card 16, which is called Life Experience in this deck, but it's actually the Tower in the traditional tarot. And lastly, my Ascendant Master cards, Doreen Virtue Ascendant Master cards, beginning with Yes and Lord Ganesha. Yes, I will come barreling through and knock down the obstacles that are in front of you, help you to knock down the obstacles that are in front of you, and to bring about abundance in your life. So I think I'm going to start with numerology. I will do the spread from the perspective of the masculine with my numerology deck. Again, beginning with card number 1, New Beginnings. And opening to another orange card. It is card 81, Leadership. So right off the bat, we know that at least some of us very likely need to do some sort of chakra, sacral chakra healing. I've opened to another one. It's card number 32, Music, but it's another orange card. Sacral chakra healing. One. And card number 4, Perseverance. Green is also about healing, as well as abundance. And from card number 4 to card number 44, also green and environment. Talked about needing to make adjustments to one's environment in the general reading, because that leads to personal growth. Card number 7. 7 also representative of divinity, God, spirituality. And coming back to card number 81 and leadership. Overall energy is card number 85, Follow Your Dreams. Divine Feminine. The masculine as it relates to the feminine, to himself with regard to the union as a whole. Overall, what the masculine would have the feminine do, contribute, surrender toward, the union. What he himself is willing to this week relates to love. And what the universe would have the two do, and actually wants them to do and wants to help them with, but they have to first affirm to it, and the outcome. Divine Feminine, communication, card number 33. So this is us potentially having to be the one to spark communication, to initiate. But if we're not going to do that, then at least being open to receiving it. And communication can come in many different ways. So this doesn't necessarily mean you have to make a phone call. This can be dreams. This can be telepathy. This can be body language. This can be, syncs, signs. Can be actual talking, in-person conversations, phone calls, text messages, online things. This can be online dating. 3 has been very significant between the 2 readings already. You might want to come up with some sort of creative way to communicate something you have to say, because 3s are about creativity. the masculine as it relates to the feminine, maybe specifically to communication. And his is card number 44. I like this. 33 representative of the ascended masters, 44 representative of the archangels, and then most specifically Michael. But then again, Michael's the only one who actually is an archangel, at least according to again the scriptures, and thereby God, if one so believes that. Michael's the only one called not only an archangel, but the archangel in the scriptures. We talked about needing to change, make adjustments to one's environment, to make sure we're surrounding ourselves with, people and places and things of our vibration or higher, from which we can learn something. The masculine as it relates to himself, with, in regard to the union, it is forgiveness. So this can be him seeking forgiveness. This can be him, for being the forgiver, or both. Both the forgiver and the forgivee. Then there's enough blame and guilt and forgiveness and apologies to go around for everybody. Feminine too. Other people in life, whoever may be involved in this, impacted by this, because I've seen a lot of family stuff come up too. Some generational things being dealt with our parents and such. The masculine as relates to the union as a whole this week. It is happy ending. I like this card in this placement. Happy ending for the union. So maybe there was something that wasn't going on well with the union. Some forgiveness, perhaps compassion needed. Maybe a change of environment, or making some sort of adjustments to our environment. Definitely communication. That's always important. And the result is happy ending. Overall, financial discipline. Because this could be what we needed to talk about. Some sort of money concern, issue, or goal. Right? It doesn't have to be negative. Financial discipline can be all about positivity. We're saving. We're earning. We're securing bags. I get one. You get one. Like Oprah. Everybody gets a bag. Everybody go get a bag. This is how couples build together. So that can be like building an environment. Stabilizing our environment. Securing our environment. Financial security. With the masculine, we have the feminine, again, do, surrender, contribute, whatever you want to call, toward the union. It is individuality. So she may need to do some self-assessment, self-discipline, self-love toward her self-confidence and self-esteem. These are all builders. I like another master number being over here too. 44 isn't a master number, but it is, an angel number with these duplicates. 33 is indeed a master number, as is 22. We don't have 22 yet. We got the double ones, the double threes, double fours. But the masculine himself is willing to do, contribute, surrender toward the union. What's he going to be working on is domestic harmony. This is peace, happiness, joy, contentment, security. Could be tied to the financial discipline. Could be tied to the need for forgiveness and apologies. I'd say it's definitely tied to the happy ending, right? Harmony, happiness. What the universe would have the two do, but they'll have to affirm, to commit to it themselves first. It is love partnership. Yes, boom. I love this in this placement. And we're getting a combination of the blue and the orange together. The blue, let's say, definitely is crown chakra stuff, is throat chakra stuff. So it is communication. And then the orange again is sacral. This could be this could be body language. This could be physical contact. This could be sex, communicating in that way with each other, with the blue and orange converging together like this. And outcome, change. So, progress. Clearing out of the old energy, moving on to a new one, a new space. And in supreme math, fives not only are about change, but what it translates to, what the 5 translates to, is power, refinement. And basically, to me, that's still just change, but it's change. It says that we basically are empowered to refine our own lives. We have the power to tinker with, make adjustments to things, parts, aspects of ourselves, of our situation that we don't like, and to change it. That's what the power of refinement means to me. From the perspective of the universe, you know what? I'm going to use the Mary Queen of Angels cards. And I don't think I've ever used these for that. But I'm moved to in celebrating not only Divine Mother and Mary as an aspect, a vibration of that, but, mothers in general. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who considers himself a mother or, like a mother figure, an auntie, a grandma, that is, helping to raise today's humans. Beginning with feminine on that note, feminine. It's all about surrender. Feminine energy is all about surrender and allowing the universe to work on our behalf. I allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. And opening to marriage. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. Feminine. Patience. I trust in divine timing. Feminine. And truth. I am lovingly honest with myself and others. I'll do one more. It is compassion. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. Compassion. Watched over. I allow myself to feel safe and to enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over me and my loved ones. Overall energy is integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. Divine being or couple. Recent past. Near future. Masculine's higher self. Blocks to individual or shared progress / union. What the feminine can do to help herself. The masculine can. What the universe recommends to the two and wants them to do and wants to help them with, but again, they have to affirm to it first. And the outcome. Divine being or couple. Oh, goodness. Home. I trust and follow my divine guidance about home. I feel this is a similar, I keep that same energy of the domestic harmony. It's sort of like a 4 of Wands kind of card. Very nice to start with. Like home is where the heart is, and a house is not a home if there's no one there to love, all those things. Recent past. Devotion. As I fully commit to my values, relationship, and God, I'm clear about what to do next. So we may have, a bunch of us, the majority of us, consciously decided to commit to ourselves. And we may have had a nudge or two to do that, particularly with transits like Uranus and Taurus. Near future. Blessings coming, blessings on their way. That's awesome. Today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God also. Masculine's higher self. Signs. It's definitely be tied to the communication. But it's about signs, synchronicities, paying attention, being connected, being alert, being conscientious of the many different ways that not only we can communicate to each other, but that the universe communicates to and with us. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. Blocks to individual or shared progress. It's another blessings card, and it's crossing the blessings. You know what this is talking about. Why would blessings be a block? It's because we're not counting our blessings. We're not in that attitude of gratitude. If we're not, that's definitely a block. So with these two cards showing up, both of them, what are the chances of that? But yeah, what are the chances of, first of all, that I would get an extra blessings card in my deck, and then that when I used it, on the rare occasion I used it, not only would it show up in the spread, but crossing the other blessings card. But this is just to suggest, yes, blessings are on their way. Don't block your own blessings. Make sure you're in that positive energy space of the attitude of gratitude. Make sure that you have a mindset for manifestation and understanding how the law of attraction and also how the laws of karma work, and have them work for you. How prayer works, which is just intention, manifest. It's all the same. You can call it by whatever name you choose. Further to that, what the feminine can do to help herself. Sobriety. Now, for some, this is absolutely literal, of course. And I feel that a bunch of you actually have already kicked some sort of habit. And for that, I congratulate you. The idea is to remain on track. For those who haven't quite gotten there yet, you've been working on trying to kick something. That's a good place to put your prayer and your intentions. And, to seek help. Ask the universe to help you. Ask God to help you. This is about clarity too, though. About just again, having an understanding and awareness. My clear mind is easily able to focus and to concentrate. This can be even toxic relationships and people, especially when we're sitting here under home. Again, and home is where your peace is, your contentment, your joy. So if that's disrupted, if you have funky crap in your environment, toxic relationships, right, with toxic people, and things, that you're drunk. You're drunk, You may as well be. It's go home, you're high. You need to clear your mind. You need to sleep that off and then make a decision of how to make a change. So these are all the different ways. For the most part, it's not literal, but of course, for some, we do have some stuff that we need to cut out of our lives, some addictions and toxicities. What the masculine can do to help himself here, and it is miracle. This is about him having faith, believing, in himself, believing in the power of the universe, believing in the power of manifestation, of prayer, of how, the laws of attraction work, how karma works, how we can fill up a good karma bank, or we can, compromise our integrity and, make a poor withdrawal from that and have to pay the piper and the price. I trust God to know the perfect solution for this situation. Sitting right next to blessings, which is pretty awesome. What the universe would have the two do and wants them to do, wants to help them with even, but they have to first affirm to it. And it is tenderness. Try a little tenderness. I said in the general reading, actually. I am both gentle and powerful. Especially if other things have failed that you've tried. Let's try to, go in soft. Masculine and feminine alike. And the outcome is inner child. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. for some, that's the blessing. Somebody's going to be learning that they're pregnant this week. Or maybe even actually giving birth this week. I think it's learning that you're pregnant this week. For others, this is finally getting in touch with our inner selves and this inner child, and finally like clearing out a solution, like closing a chapter, that's been open, like it's long overdue, the book for the library. We're finally dealing with it now, though. And with my animal tarot, I'm going to begin with card number 16, Life Experience, which is the Tower in the traditional tarot. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move in new directions that you know are right for you. The Tower, a lot of people are afraid of it. It does not have to be bad. In fact, to me, it's a neutral energy. It can be good. It can be bad. Ultimately, it's always good, in my opinion. Sometimes... at the onset, we feel it's bad because we're not ready for the change, that enormous change that's coming, and it comes in too abruptly. People need time to adjust and stuff. So that's why we don't like, the energy of the Tower, sometimes. But ultimately, anytime, there is growth, personal growth, spiritual growth, there is a, completion of a karmic cycle. As far as I'm concerned, that's good. That's really good. And then sometimes it's just good from from start to finish, in between, from the onset. It's something fabulous that totally knocks us off our feet, a surprise, a gift. Again, somebody could be learning that they're pregnant. This could be, or something else, wonderful for which they've been praying, that they've been waiting. Maybe they thought it was a miracle. Maybe they thought it couldn't happen to them. I was talking to somebody last week and she's like, well, I'm 30 something, whatever she is. And acting as if she can't, she's not going to be able to have children. And, that's a 3D mindset. But she's not alone. We all go through those times when we're stuck in that kind of 3D mindset. But the universe can do whatever. I was reading a story just a couple of weeks ago. This woman is like in her mid 40s, never had a child before, had been praying just like, the 9 of Cups would indicate. Praying. Finally, here comes not 1, not 2, but 3. She had triplets. So it was like 1 and done. Anyway, opening 2, Major Arcana 13, Release, which is death in the traditional tarot, represents the sign of Scorpio. It's time to release the past and to move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. It's opposite the Tower, which also tends to represent the sign of Scorpio for me. And in this deck in particular, they have butterflies here. And butterflies also connected to a few signs, but definitely Scorpio for one, with the transformation that they go through, entering as like a caterpillar and emerging a beautiful butterfly. Opening to the 7 of Autumn. The planning, resources, and efforts that you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. And one more. It is the 4 of Autumn. Be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you're spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus keeping up walls, or putting up walls rather, to keep people out. Tower. There's that 4 of Wands I was talking about, the home card, the joy, the contentment, the security, the peacefulness. It's time to kick back, relax, and to celebrate all that you have. Joy comes from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. Overall energy is Major Arcana card 2, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a Gemini or perhaps a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a time to pause and to reflect, not to take action. She's super observant, right? She just watches, like, what's going to be my next step? Real G's move in silence, I always say. And I consider her a real G because she's first and foremost a Gemini for me. Trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. We almost had more than one there. Crowning the masculine. It is Major Arcana card 1, the Magician, speaking of the sign of Gemini. There is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. The Magician for me does represent the sign of Gemini, the planet Mercury, which rules Gemini as well. And it's all about manifestation and us being able to sort of will what we want, especially, to the positive in particular, especially when we're not blocking our own blessings, when we're staying in that attitude of gratitude. Masculine surrounded by the 9 of Winter. So he looks like he is not in that place. He's in the place of fear and worry. That can manifest what we don't want, like negativity. Your worries and fears aren't real. They're fueled by focusing upon the negative, which gives power to that of which you're afraid. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. Masculine subconscious. It is the 4 of Summer. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Here's the message again about not being thankful, not, counting your blessings. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. But it's like you're preoccupied with other stuff that you're not noticing all the blessings that you have in your life, is what this card is really saying. You're like unimpressed, and you need to fix that. Crowning the feminine is the 9 of Autumn. Your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or a self-employment opportunity that can be very successful. Let's try for a dating opportunity for the single ones. Surrounding that feminine is the Prince of Winter. Decisive, focused, driven, and impulsive. Get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and to make your decisions quickly. The Prince of Winter is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Feminine subconscious, it is the 10 of Summer. So we're happy, we're good. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations also may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy and balanced children. Crowning. It is the 8 of Autumn. This is all about reaping what we've sown. Where we put our effort is from where we're going to get our outcome. So we put our effort into negativity, into worry, into fear, then that's the kind of outcome we're going to get. It's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work, and the law of attraction will help to bring you prosperity and abundance. At the root, it is Major Arcana card 18, the Moon. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. And look what it's crossing, the 9 of Winter. It's saying don't worry, just power on ahead the way you've been guided to do. Major Arcana card 18, the Moon, represents water signs, particularly Pisces in the tarot, although Earth's actual moon rules the sign of Cancer. And the moon never fails to show up in my readings, particularly when there is, the transit that week. And at the end of this week, on the 18th, will be the full moon in Scorpio. At the heart of the matter, the 6 of Autumn. Your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or to receive a grant or scholarship. In exchange for heaven's blessings, so this is again God blessing you, the universe blessing you, bestowing things upon you, the law of attraction at work, working well. But, you've got a part to play in that. Be sure to share the wealth with others through donations of time or money to reputable charities. So that's very important. That's key in continuing to manifest. But again, as is the right mindset. So we're going to put them together and move into this kind of place of unconditional love where we're just giving and giving and sharing of our abundance, as well as receiving from other people just because that's what we're doing, because love, not because we have some kind of funky agenda. I'm going to further clarify these with, again, the romance angels, beginning with, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. What a coincidence, right? Is that I was just talking about the ability to give and receive without agenda. And express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Safer for you to love. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. That could definitely be talking about sacred marriage or the sacred or divine union, if not a literal one. And how awesome is it to open to soulmate from marriage? Yes, this is your soulmate. Soulmate. But there's some kind of toxicity, something funky going on. Also, addictions are affecting your romantic life. Soulmate. And playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So act like a mutable sign, like a Gemini, a Virgo, Pisces, or a Sag. Youthful, kind of silly, lighthearted, not too, serious, not too uptight. Enjoying life, living in the moment. Yeah, let go of the control issues because those are a real drag. Allow this situation to unfold naturally instead. Overall energy this week is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Oh, wait. I somehow had dropped a couple of cards. So these are not in the deck. How interesting is that? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I guess these for everybody. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Could be Mother's Day, maybe. Or this could be showing up because of the moon. Again, at the end of the week, the full moon in Scorpio. And new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And for many of us, the new love is our old love. Renewed, reborn, reinvented. Very Scorpio again, too. A top major arcana card, the Magician, crowning the masculine, is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And you're capable of bringing this in, drawing it into you, manifesting it even. Is what that is saying. The shadow aspect of the Magician can be about like false masks, and I'm hearing that too, especially as it's stressing this is true love. This is you being real. So if you've been phony and fake, and maybe like somewhere or with someone or with someone with whom you don't belong, wearing a false mask, it's time to take that off and to focus upon true love and the object of that true love. Surrounding the mask, maybe that's why you're all worried and paranoid, because you're with you're not where you feel at home. Atop that Nine of Winter is let go of control issues and allow this situation to unfold naturally. Let your love be organic. Atop the Four of Summer and the opportunities that we could be missing while we're not looking is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And those steps you're guided to take is to investigate all opportunities that come your way. Atop the 9 of Autumn Pentacles is keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Feminine. Atop the Prince of Winter, this very fast moving energy, give your relationship a chance. So if you're pondering this, you're trying to make a decision, that's what the Prince of Winter or Knight of Swords is known for too. He makes decisions or he's awaiting a decision. The answer is give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So you're being guided to put in some effort. Atop the 10 of Summer, and this sort of happy family feeling or happy person feeling. Yeah, I can see why. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Atop the 8 of Autumn, where we're putting in that effort. Boom. Reconciliation. That's the outcome you want. That's what you're worried about, masculine, that you can't manifest, that you can't get her back. You can't get him back. Yes, you can, but you have to put in the right effort. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Atop the Moon, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Now, to release your ex, I talked about this in the general. Oh, this is so funny. I talked about St. Andrew. Release your ex has more than one meaning for me. For some of you, again, this is especially on the side of the masculine where I was feeling something fake going on up here. There is an actual person that you need to let go, or some sort of, block, a third energy, something that you need to let go. That's a false thing. And you need to, again, pursue the true love instead. But this is release your ex can be about expression and communication for me. And also, X as in Malcolm, X as in, Clarence 13, and X as in St. Andrew. St. Andrew, I told the story quickly in the general, was crucified. He was a martyr. He was crucified to death. But before he chose how. When they told me they were going to crucify him, he was like, I don't have the right. I don't have the, I don't have the right to die like Jesus. Put me on an X. So even in death, it's like doing it your way, doing it how you want, and not allowing somebody to push you around. And, you live and die by your own rules and standards. That's what release your X is too, for me. And sitting here atop the Moon, that guides us to listen to our intuition, listen to our guidance, and to let go of any fear and go ahead and power ahead. I think that's what it's telling you to do. Release your X, like boom, like X-Men. Also, right? This is you empowered. Go off to use your mutant powers. At the heart of the matter, atop the 6 of Autumn, and unconditional love is unrequited love. Interesting. But it does cross again where I was feeling fake love with the masculine. And with the feminine, I think that this can be more so not necessarily about an actual person, but more so about like imbalance with these kind of energies here. Like keep an open mind, give your relationship a chance. She's sort of, and so she might need to get her energy a little bit balanced out. That can be what unrequited love means for me. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. For some, this heart of the matter has to do with not only letting go of a relationship, but sort of letting that release of the relationship be involve a mutual understanding where you both know that it's the right thing to do, that you don't have that kind of unconditional true love for each other, and that the best thing that you can give to one another unconditionally is freedom. So again, we might want to keep these other cards in mind too. The retreat that has a couple going off, to work on their issues, it looks like, together, or after being happily married. We have honeymoon, calmer, stiller waters that we're moving into and toward. Very 6 of Swords can be about actual travel too. Maybe again around the time of the weekend, the full moon in Scorpio, and new love. So if not meeting somebody new, something renewed, or it's unnew, and if we are reborn and reinvented and all of that. I also wanted to use my Ascended Master deck this week for advice because there's a Mary card in this deck. There's also a Mother card in this deck that's separate from that, as well as a Father card. And so with Mother's Day and with Our Lady of Fatima beginning, I just wanted to celebrate, ourselves as women and or mothers, and, of course, Divine Mother as well. Beginning with Yes and Ganesh, and opening to Health and Healing, Hilarion. Health and Healing, Hilarion. I mentioned in the general reading, I don't like wishing fathers a happy Mother's Day. I like to give fathers their day. I like for us to have our day. And opening to See the Other Person's Point of View. Priorities with King Solomon. Right, that's showing me two here. One is Trust with Vishnu. And Go Now, says Seraphis Bey. That could definitely be going now. Again, away from what we don't want and toward what we do. Priorities. And boom. I guess this is what we're going toward, and this is what we do want. That twin flame connection, that divine connection. Undeniable connection. Again, go now toward it. Overall energy is fertility and Pan. So this will be giving birth to, again, new relationships, new situations, renewed relationships, actual babies, learning that we're pregnant, having fun trying to get pregnant, right? Doing what we need to do to try to get pregnant. All that can be showing up with Pan here. From the Ascended Masters to the masculine, it is Father, Husband, Brother, Son, Osiris. Very nice. When this card shows up, there's a masculine energy in your life with whom you need to work on a relationship, heal a relationship. I did see in the general something going on between a male child, and I said, quite possibly a Scorpio and his father, but it doesn't have to be. But it's funny because King Osiris himself is a Scorpio, as he told it to me. So maybe that's what I was feeling. But whatever it is, this masculine energy can be yourself. It might be something within you that you need to work on and heal your masculine side. Maybe your feminine side is more prominent right now. Maybe there's some imbalance going on with you too. Feminine. Find the blessing in your current situation. Look for the good part. Look for what to be positive is what this is saying with Krishna. It's like counting your blessings too, the same way I told the masculine he needs to do that. Masculine, Mother Mary says to you, Grace, I'm filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection of all God's other creations. So like I'm just as good is what you need to be telling yourself, because it's true. Feminine, for us, be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done. This is a very Leo and strength kind of, major arcana card, strength kind of energy that's coming with that card. From the numerology deck to the masculine, it is synchronicity. Then you get a card about signs too, as I was doing the last spread. So yeah, pay attention this week, masculine, to different messages coming to you in different ways. The universe is communicating with you. Your partner may be communicating with you. What I say about pregnancy, boom. 63, parenting. So again, this could be giving birth to a new experience, a new situation, a new relationship, or an actual baby. Learning that you're pregnant this week, feminine. Aww. Masculine, it is card number 6, the Lovers. Talk about true love. All right. In this deck, that's exactly what this card is about. True love, true and long-lasting love, finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. So again, it's about you making a decision to to follow your heart and to go out after what you want and not what other people or society might dictate to you. Major Arcana card 6, the Lovers, represents the sign of Gemini in the tarot. Speaking of Gemini, feminine. The angel spirits say to you, the Queen of Winter, experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. She's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. All of your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, to clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and to disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. So this is that sobriety, feminine. This is where you have to clear out crap. Cleanse yourself of, shit that is toxic. And masculine for you, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Did we even have any red flags here today? Any fire? I don't remember any fire. Nope. No red flags showing up on the spread, but again, pay attention to the signs. And that doesn't mean that they're negative. There could be something trying to get your attention for a positive reason too. And I would think that that's more likely this week. So yeah, pay attention again for the synchronicities and the signs. And feminine for us, last but not least, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I hope you guys have enjoyed the love reading. I will be back a little bit later in the week with my full moon in Scorpio client readings. If you need your own reading from me, all my information is in the description box. And I can be reached, gazillion ways, Facebook and other social media and email. I thank you for joining, watching, sharing, subscribing. And I'll be back soon. Namaste.